Back in Rockwall, Texas today, reported in 2022 as the richest county in Texas, but also the smallest county at just 149 square miles. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the pros and cons of Rockwall, Texas. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Harrison, your local realtor here in North Texas, and I've helped many clients buy and sell all over North Texas. If you want to know what it's like to work, live, and play in the Dallas metroplex, go ahead and subscribe, support the channel, and stay tuned for videos every Sunday and Thursday. Let's dive right in and go ahead and have a quick overview of Rockwall, Texas. Rockwall is the county seat of Rockwall County, and it has a population of around 50,000 people, while the county has a population of more than 116,000 people as of 2021. From 2020 to 2021 alone, the county's population grew by 8%, making it Texas's third fastest growing county during that period. Money Magazine ranked Rockwall as the fourth best city to live in the U.S. in 2020. Highway 30 is the main highway running through Rockwall, and you are located about 22 miles east of downtown Dallas. Rockwall also ranked as the #1 county in Texas for purchasing power in 2019 and #4 in 2021. And the violent crime rate is 72% lower than the state average and 68% lower than the national average. Niche.com gave Rockwall an A overall grade with an A in public schools, B+ for housing, A grade for good for families, B in crime and safety, B in nightlife, and an A- for diversity. There's a median household income of $117,000, and for all of 2023, there were 810 homes sold in Rockwall with a low of $126,111 and a high of $4.5 million, offering a median home value of $348,280, according to Rockwall.com. And lastly, there's a median age here of 38. As far as distance from major events throughout DFW, you are 26 miles away from the American Airlines Center for Dallas Mavericks and Dallas Stars games, 53 miles away from AT&T Stadium and Globe Life Field for Dallas Cowboys and Texas Rangers games, as well as some of the biggest concerts every year. You are 53 miles away from Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor Water Park, and if you need to travel, you are 51 miles away from the DFW International Airport. This is a unique suburb that offers a blend of commercial development, lake life, along with many rural characteristics. And while East Dallas has had some concerning crime data in the past, Rockwall is considered one of the safer cities on the east side of Dallas. Now that we've covered an overview of Rockwall, let's go ahead and get started with our quick list of pros or the advantages of living in Rockwall. To kick us off, let's go ahead and start with the small town vibes that you can experience while living in Rockwall. We've already shared that Rockwall is a growing suburb within DFW. However, it still has a pretty nice rural and small town vibe to it. Whether you're enjoying live music on the harbor over the summer or taking a quick stroll through its historic downtown area, you're likely to run into many people you know. Go ahead and check a few sources online and you'll see that many residents are stating that they feel that Rockwall is a safe, friendly, and overall nice community where many of the towns support each other. In my opinion, the summertime is the best time to experience Rockwall, as you have many events throughout the summer where you get to know your community and some neighbors around the town. You have the Rockwall Farmers Market. This is every Saturday from May through September and is a Saturday morning staple where customers find fresh produce, specialty foods, grass-fed beef, and other food products from local vendors. Every Friday and Saturday from May through October, you have the San Jacinto Plaza Music Series. This is in downtown Rockwall where you can enjoy free live music from 7 until 9:30 p.m. and there are plenty of restaurants and public parking within walking distance. You have the Concert by the Lake series over at Rockwall Harbor at Lake Ray Hubbard. These are concerts every Thursday that begin in May and has drawn thousands of visitors to enjoy the venue. Bring a lawn chair, blankets, beverages, or even bring your own beer. And the best part about it, it's literally right off the lake. The lake is the background view of the concert scene here, creating a great vibe and overall experience. You have many other events throughout the year held throughout the community. These are just a few to kick us off. Speaking of the lake life, our next pro for Rockwall compared to many other suburbs in DFW is the great lake life here. We mentioned Lake Ray Hubbard's here. This is a lake that spans over 22,000 acres of shoreline. This lake is great for fishing, skiing, relaxing, and recreational boating. There are numerous parks located around the lake, nice beaches, hiking and biking trails, and other outdoor activities. There are many shopping and dining options that are located right by the lake, so if you need to give your sea legs a little break, just pull into one of the waterfront developments and you can grab a quick bite to eat. Personally, I used to live right off Lake Ray Hubbard. Lake Ray Hubbard was my backyard basically when I was one of like 6 roommates over there close to Rockwall. I had a great time. I was spending way too much money though for a broke 20-year-old. Our next pro for living in Rockwall is going to be the population growth here. I get it. This could be a con to some of us watching, as many folks like the smaller towns to stay small and have that rural feel. But if you enjoy meeting a lot of new people or seeing a town get invested in, see a town have a lot more things to do than it used to, this is pretty exciting. I'm personally experiencing this where I live about an hour north of Rockwall, as we have over 4,500 semiconductor jobs coming for TI and Globotech. See, if you're like me and you're running a service-based business, you have the opportunity to be part of major growth areas within DFW. And trust me, I've seen in some of the comments in the past on some previous videos that there's a pretty big debate on folks that really enjoy the growth of North Texas and folks that want North Texas to kind of stay how it was. So I get it, there are two sides of the fence. But seriously, I'm in my mid-30s. I'm personally a huge fan of the growth here, especially as there are more things coming in this area, more things to do, and just an overall better experience for me and my family. Our next pro for living in Rockwall is going to be how safe it is. The crime rate in Rockwall is low compared to other DFW suburbs, and check out a few articles online and you'll see that the residents here are pretty satisfied with how the Rockwall Police Department do their job. 63% of respondents on niche.com rated Rockwall as very safe. There are no safety concerns, and the remaining 37% rated Rockwall as pretty safe. There are some safety concerns, but I generally feel safe. The Rockwall Fire Department also has a reputation of responding to emergencies quickly as well. Our last pro for living in Rockwall is going to be the highly rated school district, or the highly reputable school district that Rockwall has compared to other DFW suburbs. There are 19 total schools under the Rockwall School District. It's home to 13 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 2 high schools, Rockwall High School and Rockwall Heath High School. There are approximately 18,000 students in Rockwall ISD with 2,300 total staff members and a student-to-teacher ratio of 17:1. The Texas Education Agency gave Rockwall an A rating, putting it in the top 10% of schools in the state for academic excellence after the 2021 school year. There are several programs for students to take advantage of, whether it's dual credit, advanced placement, gifted and talented, special education, career and technical education, fine arts, and obviously the sports scene is very prevalent here in Rockwall. This is North Texas, so as you know, the football scene is going to be a topic of discussion here. Both Rockwall and Rockwall Heath High School are 6A schools, and the Rockwall Yellow Jackets have won state 1 time, been in the final game 3 times. 2023 was a big year for 3 of their athletes, as a member of their wrestling program won the 190-pound weight division state title. They had a girl win state in high jump. The Rockwall boys gymnastic team won a state title, and they had a pole vaulter win state in 2023 as well. And to top all of this off, Rockwall even had a wide receiver get drafted in the first round of the 2023 NFL draft. Rockwall Heath offers a very competitive athletic program as well, as their boys baseball team has won 2 state titles and posted numerous winning seasons with deep runs in the football playoffs. They've sent several players to the pros for baseball, as recent as Jet Williams, who was a first-round pick by the New York Mets in 2022. In my opinion, Rockwall offers an overall great lifestyle for its residents. There's a lot of things going on over there, but just like any other city, there's going to be some drawbacks that you must consider. And so for Rockwall, if you haven't picked up by now, the first con on this list is going to be the higher cost of living there. Rockwall's cost of living is 34% above the national average, and it's ranked as the 14th most expensive city to live in Texas. Rockwall residents are spending more money, $8,362 more, on most household bills than the national average, according to a recently released report from Doxo Insights featured on CNBC. Per the report, Rockwall residents spend on average $2,743 a month, or $32,916 a year, for the most common household bills, compared to the national average of $2,046. In terms of overall cost of living, like I mentioned earlier, Rockwall is 34% higher than the national average, and residents spend 29% of their income of $111,672 on household bills. Our second con for living here is going to be the crazy traffic over there up I-30. You've heard me reference this before as a con in many other North Texas videos, and Rockwall is no different. The infrastructure surrounding Rockwall and many of these North Texas cities is not on pace with the population growth that we're experiencing here. Rockwall is especially guilty of this as well. You have Highway 30 as your main highway getting you to the metroplex, but Rockwall's population is increasing so fast that it's common to see traffic get built up here and throughout the rest of Rockwall. It was horrible when I lived here 15 years ago, and that was before the big population surge we've had here. If you work a traditional 9 to 5 in the Dallas or Plano areas, I'd highly recommend you try to negotiate with your employer a 7 to 4 schedule, as this can reduce your commute times drastically. This leads us to our third con of living in Rockwall, and that's going to be the lack of public transportation offered in that area. One of the primary reasons that traffic remains a problem here is that there's really no other option but to use your own vehicle to commute. Many of these Dallas suburbs are big, so you must have a car to get around. Not to mention bike lanes and sidewalks are almost non-existent in Rockwall, so it's not a very walkable or bikeable city. You do have a DART rail line that starts in downtown Rowlett, but since that's technically not Rockwall, I can't give a Rockwall a pass on that. Plus, I personally rode the DART line for a half a year when I was in corporate America, and it was not the best experience. So again, if you prefer a more walkable or bikeable city, I'm going to encourage you to adjust your expectations while living in Rockwall. So guys, this is going to close us out on the pros and cons of living in Rockwall, Texas. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And if you ever have any questions about Rockwall or would like to tour any of the homes or neighborhoods here, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact info is pinned in the top comment below. Do me a favor, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to see what another great North Texas suburb is like, check out this video by clicking here.